Years ago, I was travelling with a group of friends, and Mum was in the front seat, her friend was driving, and three of us kids were sitting in the back. On the other side of the road, we saw this car swerving from left to right, like it was coming onto our side of the road quite a bit. And as it was getting closer, we slowed down a little bit because we saw it happening, and the car slammed into the back of the semi-trailer that was in front of it. This caused it to spin out of control. The car kept spinning and it dismantled itself. The parts went flying and pieces of metal were flying everywhere. So by this point we'd slowed almost to a stop as fast as we could, and a sheet of metal was flying towards our windscreen. As this happened, Mum screamed out to us, "Duck!" and everyone in the car ducked, except for me. I sat there just staring at the windscreen, seeing this big sheet of metal flying towards us, and it stopped. This huge sheet of metal that was flying towards us stopped right in front of us. Everything else kept going. It was like a big blur behind the sheet of metal, but it stopped at eye level in front of the car. I was the only one watching because everyone else had ducked, and the sheet of metal just lifted and went straight over the car. It seemed as if God was right there, just picking up the sheet of metal and directing it over the car, because if it had come through that windscreen, it would have collected at least me, if not a few others in the car. And afterwards, Mum picked up a bonnet and dragged it off the road from behind the car, and she had no idea that I'd seen what I'd seen. And later on we connected up the stories and worked out that the sheet of metal I'd seen was actually the bonnet off the car. And I've had countless stories similar to this where I just shouldn't be alive. Like, things have happened that I can't explain, that I've seen, heard, and I shouldn't be here, but I am. And I firmly believe that God has a huge part to play in that. Over the last few years, I've really struggled with a few things. Having a close friend's mum pass away, and countless other struggles and pains that caused me to really question who I am and how religion and God fits into that. And I always come back to God being there as a friend for me, because it's like having your best friend there all the time, your best mate. There's a comfort and love that I feel when I'm around God. And when I go away from Him and kind of block Him out of the picture, I start to lose that. And it's not only that I'm losing my best friend because I'm not spending time with him, I start to feel shocking. And then when I come back to him, like, he's like, "Where did you go?" I was here, I was wanting to hang out with you, but where did you go?